Bakkie boot en stokke, ons is honde.
Hey guys, Christian from Boat Boutique. We've installed this Mercury motor on the splash bays. We've repowered it. It had a 40 on. It's got a 75 Mercury on now. Two things we want to check today. We want to see if our prop selection is correct. We're running with a 17 pitch prop. You can always check the pitch of the prop there, and if it's not visible there at the back of the prop, you'll also see the pitch. When we put it in the water, the first thing we want to check is we just want to make sure the battery is connected properly. We don't have a voltage drop. We don't want to battle inside the water. So what I typically do is I trim the motor down. I'll lift it again if I'm not sure how deep the water is on the jetty, but I know there's damp. But why we want to lower it all the way down is we want to make sure the float levels are nice and neutral. This will allow the motor not to flood easily. Also know how each motor starts. It's very different from different brands. So typically on a two-stroke motor, you'd want to prime the primer bulb. It's got an arrow on. You'll make sure the arrow points forward. This will allow all the air to go out. It's a non-return valve inside it. Once it's hard, motor is trimmed down. We're going to then crank it. All we want to achieve is just listen that it starts, and then we'll switch it off straight away. Keel switch is up, and what I'm doing is I'm pressing the choke in for the first time while I'm cranking it. Okay, so now that I know the battery is connected, it started quickly. It won't damage the impeller because I've just literally started the motor, and now we're going to put it in the water and test the boat. Okay, so once I'm in the water, again I'm going to trim the motor down. Just going to straighten it a bit. Okay, I'm going to start it now for the first time in the water. Warm up lever up a bit, just so that we let it warm up a bit. Remember, two-stroke, you want to see smoke, especially on the first start of the day. And yeah, let's just allow it to warm up a bit before you just gun it. Also make sure you see the telltale water. That's a clear indication that we're getting water. There's two things we want to see on a two-stroke. We want to see water, and we want to see a little bit of smoke when we start it. Then we know it's getting oil. So the water is circulating, it's cooling the motor down, and the oil is lubricating it so it won't see. Okay guys, so we're doing our dam test now. Remember, this is a bass boat, so we want to have a relatively slow planing time so that we can get maximum top speed. This boat flies with this rig. It's obviously at the top end of your spectrum of the engine choice. So motor is trimmed in all the way. I'm talking about putting it negative into the transom. This will allow us to plane quickly. And then what I want you to notice, I'll show on the rev counter as I trim the motor out, because of the friction that's less in the water, how the boat actually then increases in speed as well. You'll see it noticeably on the rev counter. Okay, so here's our pull away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 seconds. Keep waiting. Okay, let's show at the back. Now notice how I'm trimming it out, how the speed is increasing. Okay, show at the back again.
Ek gaan alles ruil. Net die land en strand en see vir my. Net die land en strand en see